So after GitHub, you applied for Instagram in the fall, and then you are interning there right now, or you just completed interning there?
Yeah, next week is my last week, which is
Oh,
really,
damn.
really sad. Yeah, I love working here. Yeah, so I can talk a little about the interview process there.
Definitely. Tell us
So
about if you can tell us about your interview process for getting the internship at Instagram.
yeah, so I will say, like, because I had gone through one interview process with GitHub, and then I had a semester at school by that time. Um, I did have like friends who were willing to refer me. And like I said, like, I think it's kind of difficult because like, it's kind of difficult to, like, I don't always feel the best about like someone referring me, because I do think like it does make it like harder for it to be a fair playing field for people who cold apply. Because I was in that position like a year ago. But yeah, no, I think the referral definitely like helped. And once I had the referral, a recruiter reached out pretty early. Facebook is generally, I think, like one of the most, in my experience, is like the fastest or the most early recruiting cycle for design. They start around August and they do rolling all the way like through January. So it's almost ongoing all the time. Um, and yeah, so I went really early. Like, they reached out in or very early August. I had responded, and they got back to me about like scheduling a first interview like August 15th or something. It was really early. Um, After that, it's very like simple recruiter call type stuff. And for Facebook, the actual design part of the interview was two parts. For my school, I think they do this very differently by school, but for my school, we had two back-to-back interviews for about 45 minutes. We did portfolio presentation and we did an app critique. So I guess I explained presentation earlier, but for app critiques, basically like you just talk with a designer through a popular app, and like you generally, I think like the best way to do this is usually talking about like the overall people problem the app is solving, how, we might have solved this problem before. So like, for example, with Google Maps, like how did we solve the problem before Google Maps existed? It was really hard. We'd print out like, MapQuest and stuff, and then like have to read it. And before that, you had to use a real map. So like talking about how the app solves our goals today, and then walking through a flow and talking about what's great and why you think like designers made these certain choices, as well as thinking about where there lies more opportunity to further iterate on that process. I think a lot of people kind of get the app critique part a little bit, like they focus on the critique a little bit too much. But everything is designed, like everything in the world has been designed, and there's someone behind that decision. And so I think it's really helpful to like take some time to think about like why that decision was made a certain way.